And you guys clearly had a lot of confidence coming into the game and believe you get back in. What did you see happen so early there that just brought a knockout punch and made it tough to come back?
Luka. Just that simple. He had like 3 shots from the logo. So pretty much nothing we can do about it.
What's your emotions as the season now comes to an end about what you accomplished and where it fell short?
I just said we'll be back next year.
Do you think this is something that you just have to go through experience to kind of build on?
Unfortunately, it's going through it with a loss, but I guess so.
What do you think about?
Hey, bring me a towel.
And what do you think about this Mavs group and their potential of what they could accomplish in the finals? And what do you think you can take from what they did to stop you personally in this series and apply it to next year and beyond?
Nothing.
When you kind of look back on this series, maybe early in the series, what do you think this team could have done better, especially on the offensive end of the floor, to try and counteract some of what Dallas was throwing at you?
We never clicked all together as a team in this series. Not even one game. I think that was the main thing. The last 2 series, we was all clicking at one time, making shots and stuff. We wasn't clicking at one time now.
Kind of along those lines, you've talked about all season through the playoffs the offensive talent that you guys have on this team. There was times through the regular season where the defense was there and the offense wasn't consistent. When you reflect on the series or on the season, what do you think is missing to make the offense more consistent?
I think it's all about just making shots. Yeah, I mean, this series alone, I don't think we shot the ball particularly well from the three-point line. And I think that hurt us. They was able to sit in the gaps all series, make it tough on me. And their game plan worked because we weren't making shots. But we'll be back next year, man.
Is there anything with them sagging as much as they can? Is there anything you can think of that you could have done better within that to find different ways to kind of get the offense going?
No, not at all. I feel like I was getting to the teeth of the defense, creating good shots, creating the same shots that we was getting versus the other 2 teams that we played previously, and they just wasn't falling for us. And it's a lot of our guys' first time being in this light. So, especially me, it's my first time. So we'll be ready, man. We'll be all right. First time, took a loss. Congratulations to the Mavericks, and we'll be back. We'll be all right.
This is the last. This is the last time we're going to get to talk to you before the offseason here. So as you kind of maybe reflect on your season this year, where did you make the biggest growth, do you feel like, in your game over the course of the season?
Just being able to read the floor. Not get as mad when teams double me and put 2 on me because I know my guys out there are going to knock it down. And just trusting my teammates.
And obviously disappointing loss in this series, but what do you take away from the successful postseason run that you guys had, especially the momentum after the first 2 series?
It's a lot of things to take away. I think the main thing is our identity, and we hung our hats on defense. I think we got a little away from that a little bit this series, and it showed. Because we're not the best offensive team. We always depend on our defense. So I think that's the main thing we take away from this playoff run is that we're a defensive team and we got to start there every night.
And your first real deep playoff run, how much did you enjoy just what playoff basketball has to bring?
It's fun, man. I love it. I wish we could still play. I wish we was going back to Dallas for Game 6. But those guys came out and they competed at a high level. And like I said, man, big shout out to them. But it's super fun, and I'm looking forward to being back right in this situation next year.
And you start the season against Dallas in Abu Dhabi. When you were at that point, what did you envision for this season to look like versus what played out for reality?
It's crazy because Slow-Mo said when we was in Abu Dhabi that he felt like we was going to play this team in the Western Conference Finals. He told me that in Abu Dhabi, so it's kind of crazy that we seen him. And but they made some changes to their roster big time, and it helped them a lot.
And some of the young guys, Miller, and we didn't see some of those players. What do you got coming behind you with the younger guys?
We got a lot. I mean, our coaching staff and organization, weight room guys, they do a great job of preparing those guys. So this summer is going to be big for our young group. I mean, including me. I'm still young. Because we got some players that's haven't been able to showcase their talent. We got a lot of players.
Hey, and what did you learn through this playoffs, and what do you think it will do for you this summer as you prepare to come back next year and go even further?
I mean, you just know how you got to train because, like I said, I've never played this deep into a basketball season. So now I know, like, okay, in order for me to be able to be dominant in the third round, and if we get past the Western Conference Finals and go to the finals, I got to train like I'm going to go to the playoffs. So I can't be missing training days. I can't take days off. I can't, you know what I mean? I got to be ready. So now I know what it takes. I'll be ready.
And I know it's a quick pivot here, but what are you looking forward to from the Olympics experience coming up?
I don't even want to talk. I don't know.
And as a leader of this team, what do you say to the other players on your team about workouts this summer? Is it specific things you want them to work on, or do you think they just improve on their own and you guys all come back for training camp?
I mean, yeah, they got their own trainers, their own guys. Yeah, they just work on their game. But I just told them, like, y'all know that we're going to be right back in the same position next year. So y'all know how y'all need to train to get ready, and include myself, like, you know, because we trained this year as if we was going to just play 82 games, maybe one round of the playoffs. We didn't know we was going to go this far. So we didn't train like it this summer. I know nobody did, especially myself. So I think this summer is going to be huge for all of us because we know what type of team we got and we know what we're capable of. So we need to train like we know what we're going to do.
What goes into training to play deep into the playoffs like you're talking about right now?
Just a lot of things. I think this summer I'm gonna go back to how I trained the year that I was going to college. I think I was in the best shape of my life in my freshman year of college. A lot of air dying, the bike stuff, a lot of stuff like that, man, that make me uncomfortable.
And at 22 years old, your Olympics coming up, getting this far in the playoffs. The story of legendary company is on the course of being written. When you get into this offseason, the Olympics, what's your biggest motivation, inspiration? What keeps your fuel, your drive to be in moments like this and to be as good as you have been?
I think my brother, man. My brother, just seeing him. He works every day. He makes music to about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. When I wake up, he still be up making music. So him just, working to get himself out there and be the best that he can be, it makes me get up every morning and want to be the best that I want to be. And just showcasing to the world what I can do. I think that's another thing that drives me.
Awesome. Thanks, Sam.
All right.